Hi, I'm Mr. Linz, and welcome to Lesson 5.3, Models and Symbols. Now this lesson is going to be a little bit tricky because we're not used to area models or arrays, and we're going to try using pictures to help us do our division. So the problem we're starting with is right here, 375 divided by 15. And this is going to be my picture where I'm going to figure out the answer to that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break up this picture, or this box, into two different sections. And then you can see I have 10 over here and 5 over here. And 10 plus 5 equals 15. Where do you think I got that from? Absolutely, right here. So now, this whole thing represents 10, and this whole thing represents 5. But I need more than just 15. I need to get to 375. So I'm going to make another separation right there. And I'm going to say that this represents 10. So now I have 10 over here, and this is like saying 10 tens. So it's almost as if I'm saying like that, right? So this whole section here, we can find out how much that is by multiplying 10 times 10. And we know 10 times 10 is 100. And if we do 10 times 10 equals 100 for this, what do you think we would do for this square? Right, 10 times 5. And what is 10 times 5? Yeah, 50. So right now, the way we would count this is 100 plus 50 plus 5 plus 10. And the reason these are 5 and 10 is because they're up here. That we don't, it's got to be something, we just don't know what it is yet. We're going to be adding to it because obviously 150 plus 15 is not going to get us to 375. So let's draw another line and call that 10 again. So now I take this section and I say 10 times 10 is 100, and 10 times 5 is 50. Now I'm at 100, 200, 250, 300. So I'm getting really close now. I'm only 75 away. So now I have to maybe try to figure out what could be left in here that could get me to my 375. So there's two different strategies that you could use. A lot of people are going to use kind of a guess and check method where they'll try 2 or 4 or 6. And you can get your way by doing that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's say I think it's going to be 2. So I draw that line and I write in here 2. So 2 times 10 is 20, and 2 times 5 is 10. So now I have 100, 200, 250, 300, 310, 330. That's still not enough. So let's try another 2. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 5 is 10. And let's count it up now. 100, 200, 250, 300, 320, 340, 350, 360. Oh, I'm getting so close, but I'm still not there. So let's try. I'm 360. It can't be much more. Let's just try 1 this time. 1 times 10 is 10, and 1 times 5 is 5. So 100, 200, 250, 300, 320, 340, 350, 360, 370, 375. So I did it. I made up my picture. This is my picture that shows me 375 divided by 15. And let me show you how we find out our answer. Because this looks like a lot of stuff, but I don't really know what it's telling me. If I add up these numbers, 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, that's going to tell me my answer. And so 10 plus 10 is 20, 22, 24, 25. So 375 divided by 15 equals 25. And let me check my work to make sure. How do you check your work with division? Pause the video, see if you can figure it out on your own. You're right. We take our quotient of 25 and we multiply it by our divisor, which is 15. But we don't do division or multiplication like that. We write it up and down. 5 times 5 is 25. Regroup the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. We have a placeholder down here. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 plus 0, and then we just add them together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we get our 375, and since this matches this, we got it right. Now, I told you that there was another method that we could do to figure out what this is, and so let's take a look at that. Okay, we know right here that we have 100, 200, 250, 300. So we have 300 right there. And we want to get to 375. So we have 75 left that we have to find out. So I can think, well, what's 15 times what number will equal 75? So I can count by 15s. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Oh, I know that 15 times 5 is 75. So I could just write a 5 up here. And then I do 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 5 is 25. And now we count them and we'll get the same answer. 100, 200, 253, 350, 375. Either way, and see if you count this now, 10 plus 10 plus 5, still my answer of 25. I know this is a hard picture to kind of understand, and so I'm guessing a lot of you are going to need to join me in a small group tomorrow. We will be spending the whole class period in small groups working on area models. Please make sure that you are doing some practice tonight. I know our quick check will be tomorrow at 8:20. As soon as you get here, come see me. I'll give you a hard copy of it. But make sure even tonight you do some practice. Thanks a lot. I'll see you tomorrow.